Starting audio.
Welcome to Ada Continues, episode 130, a weekly podcast posted up every Monday in which we talk about video games related topics. I'm your host, Staffa. Ada Continues is also a member of the Tech Podcast Network at techpodcast.com. And with me this week is the brother,
From the same mother.
Ali.
Hi guys, I'm waving.
The video's up there, not down there.
I'm waving.
Well, yeah, you're looking down there.
I was just looking at the waves.
Okay, alright. Does it make you feel better if I put the video up like that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll put it.
So I could be conscious of what stupid things I'm doing on video.
Okay. So anyways, I apologize that last week I didn't put up video. I figured I did record the video, but I figured I'll just, wait until I do this new format where I have the mics hooked up to the same device that's also recording the video. That way it'll be easier to just record and just straight up upload it to YouTube rather than like do a bunch of messiness with like trying to put the good audio with the video and remove the bad audio. So we should be going with this format, and I should continue with video this way, except for 2 weeks from now. I don't know if I'll have video or not. I don't know what I'm doing yet for that week because I will be out of town.
Okay.
So, but we'll figure things out. Anyways, this week's episode segments include what have we been playing. I'm gonna get some announcements. Do we have a topic?
I don't think we do.
I don't think we have a topic.
We've been spending like the past hour and a half trying to set this thing up.
And well, we got some news though. We got news topics.
There's plenty of news. Yeah.
We got news topics, and we might have a special announcement sometime.
Special?
A special announcement
Special?
sometime.
Told you. I like to be aware of the things I do on video.
So you'll do even goofier things.
Exactly.
But we'll have a special announcement sometime within this podcast. I'm not gonna say where, but somewhere gonna be in the podcast.
This is a surprise to me.
Also, this week I will not have any timestamps as to when we talk about each topic, because I'm using Audacity this week because I could not figure out how to use Audition with this mixer.
Yeah, I got to figure that out.
Yeah, this mixer was not recording with Audition.
It wasn't cooperating at all.
Yeah, so we got it working on Audacity, and yes.
Okay.
Well, you did it, so I'm gonna do it too. But those are going to be our episode segments this week. So, anyways, well, let's start off with the first segment. What have you been playing?
I'm going first?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you haven't been on the show in a while.
Yeah.
When was the last time you've been on here? Been like 2 months?
It's not that long, I don't think.
3 months?
No, yes.
4.5.
Yes, longer. Okay. I haven't been playing much. Things have been really busy. My car died, and then my wife was in an accident with a hit and run. So neither of us had cars, and we were trying to get things, like taken care of, paperwork, that sort of thing.
Taking care of business?
Yes, taking care of business. That's exactly what we were doing. It's been really hectic. So I only got some time to play on my Vita and some PS3, but I played some Velocity Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically a remake from the PSP game Velocity. I can't think of the guys' names. The developer. They make good games, though. I like it.
Well, the one for Vita was made by a different developer than the ones that made Velocity Ultra.
Oh, really?
For everything else.
Man. I can't find out who it is. Either way, it's a really cool game. It's like a top-down.
It's kind of like a shoot 'em up, but like also has a lot of puzzle elements to it as well.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty cool. I got it before it was free
Yeah.
because what was it like? What was it like 2 months ago? There was like this huge sale on PSN,
Mhm.
and that was one of the games that was discounted. It was like $2.
Yep.
So I was like, $2 can't go wrong.
Yep.
Can't go. Well,
And
you
then-
can. You can't
yeah,
go
you
wrong.
can't
But
go
with
wrong.
Velocity Ultra, I didn't go wrong.
It was really.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty cool
it's
game.
a really cool game. It's like I guess you'd call it like an auto scroller type of thing. But there's like a toggle for.
Shoot 'em up.
I
That's,
guess.
that's
Yeah.
what those games are called, where it's scrolling and you're a spaceship and you're shooting. It's a shoot 'em up. But like, I mean, the way how this one works is like they have like a lot of puzzle elements to it.
Yeah.
Like as far as like backtracking.
Oh yeah, that stuff gets really interesting in the later levels. I totally
Mhm.
forgot about that. I didn't get that far yet. Again, I did.
Did you
on the
see
PSP.
the new Velocity game that's gonna be coming out?
There's a new one.
Yeah, they're working on a new one.
I did not know
That
that.
has like some side-scrolling missions where you get out of the ship and you
Huh.
play this chick who's supposed to be like Samus from
Hmm.
Metroid.
I didn't know that.
Metroid's a girl. Spoiler alert.
Yes, Metroid is a girl.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. But yeah, the interesting thing about this game is that instead of the screen moving at a single pace, you could speed it up,
hmm
and you have to do that to get, like
Yeah.
every level has a time, like you could get gold, silver,
Yeah.
whatever.
But like there are different types of missions too. Like there are the missions that you have to get through within a certain time limit, and there's
Yeah.
other missions where
Or
it's
it's like save everyone,
Yeah.
or destroy all the bad guys.
And I think that's like really awesome game design
It
because
changes the things up.
yeah, it's not the same thing each level. It gives you different objectives, and it just keeps the game fresh.
Yeah, the thing I really like about that game, well, other than the soundtrack's pretty awesome in
Mhm.
my opinion, is like
The graphics are amazing.
the-
No.
it's like basic 2D stuff. Anyway, like just flying through a level as fast as you can, dodging everything, and like there are dead end walls that you'll have to come up with. So like in Velocity, you can teleport. You hold down, I think, square button or something, and that pulls up a little cursor where
Yeah.
you want to like teleport, jump your ship to. So you can, let's say, there's a small wall in front of you, and you get past it. You hold square, and then you like tap up, and that cursor will move, in front of you where you want to go, and then you let go square, and then you teleport.
Yeah.
So like there are segments where there's just like a bunch of barriers and things shooting at you, and like it's really cool to just kind of fly and zip around, and like makes that little wow, the little like warping sound effect thing, and I
My
don't
my
know.
favorite thing about the game is just like how short the missions are. It just makes a perfect portable game. Like you got a lot of missions, and they're all like a minute long.
Yeah.
Some are shorter, some are a little longer, but like for the most part, they're around a minute long, and it just makes it just a really good portable game.
Yeah, it does. It makes for a great game.
Like
And I mean, like I said, I bought the PSP version originally, but it's just super super fun.
yeah, I mean like if you have a Vita, this is a game.
Yeah.
This is
It's made by Future Lab, by the way. That's what it's called. Futur, no E, Lab. Futurlab. It's a British developer.
Are they the same ones that made Stealth Inc. or is that I can't remember which
No,
one's which.
that's a different one. They made.
Curve is the one who made the Stealth Inc.
I don't remember who made Stealth Inc. But they made Surge Deluxe, which is, I think, just like a newer version, I guess. Beat Slider, not sure what that is. Velocity and Velocity Ultra, or two, whatever.
Oh, Curve made that crappy thing,
Curve made
Proteus.
Poltergeist. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I was like, what's the name of that game? Poltergeist. That's it. That's got to be it. But yeah, I mean, it was a nice cheap game. I think they had it on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, it's free this
Yeah.
month.
Yep.
Month.
This month.
This month.
Are you British? This month.
That's the ghetto way to say it. Month.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hood if you say it that way. So anyways, is that all you got?
Yeah.
Velocity Ultra?
Yeah, I mean, I played some other games, but it's games I've already talked about. I've just gotten farther into.
Okay. I started installing a bunch of games on my computer because I'm graduating tomorrow.
So you're like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I got like I just remembered yesterday that I still need to get around to the BioShock Infinite Under the Sea.
Oh yeah.
Under the Sea.
Little Mermaid DLC.
Yeah, the DLC, Under the Sea DLC. So I didn't get around to that though. But like I purchased like Splinter Cell Blacklist for less than $5. It was on sale. I still didn't boot that up yet, but I just purchased like 2 days ago. I purchased Titanfall.
Have you seen Titanfall?
I experienced Titanfall.
That's what who said that? Oh,
Phil Fish.
Larry Herb said that. Larry Herb. He's like, have you seen Titanfall?
I got Titanfall because I wanted to wait until I graduated, and also I cheated the system to get me Titanfall. What I did is, you remember when I went to GDC?
Yeah.
I volunteered at the IGDA booth, and all the volunteers got like these prizes raffled off to them.
Okay.
And I got 3 Xbox One games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dead Rising 3, Rise, and Zoo Tycoon.
And you didn't want any of them, just like most other people that got them.
Well, like at first people were like, I don't have an Xbox One, and there was like a big stack of Xbox One games, and I went ahead and took all 3 games.
Yeah.
Because there were so many prizes, they went around 3 times, and I was like, traded in. And what I ended up doing is I took it to Walmart, and I was like, my girlfriend's mom bought these for me, and she saw the word Xbox, and she was getting me a graduation present, and she didn't realize that these are I don't have an Xbox One, so can I exchange these? And they're like, sure. They didn't even question. They're like, sure. They're like, you'll get a store credit though. You can't get money. I was like, I'm alright with store credit.
Terrible.
What do you mean terrible? It's brand new and it hasn't been opened. They're gonna resell it. They'll make money.
Yeah.
So I used the store credit to get Titanfall. So I'm balling.
So they sell that like on a CD for PC?
Yeah. No, it's 3 DVDs.
DVDs. That's what I meant.
That's 50 gigabytes. 50 gigabytes.
That game is poorly optimized.
It's
man.
so retarded. 50 gigabytes.
That game is poorly.
Here's what makes it worse. I put it in the game. It boots up Origin, asks me for the serial key.
Yes.
And then it starts downloading.
What does it start downloading?
It starts downloading the game.
But don't you have 3 DVDs?
It says installing estimated time 3.5 hours. And I was like, no, cancel. So I went into network settings, disabled the network adapter, and then did the same thing again, and then it said 20 minutes.
Why does it make you download it? It doesn't even make
I don't
sense.
know. That's like some Xbox One stuff right there. But
that game's not made well. It really is not.
It's Titanfall though.
Ooh.
But I want to talk about something gaming, but not video gaming.
Okay.
Real quick, Magic the Gathering.
So tabletop.
Yes, I'm trying to get into that because I've been playing a lot of like Magic 2014, and I really like it, and I want to like actually play the real thing.
Yeah.
And so I was playing with James, who was on the show last week with Adam, and because he's really, really into Magic the Gathering, he has like $2,000. He says he invested like $2,000 worth of, money into these cards.
No thanks. No thanks.
I purchased these like pre-made decks, like
Yeah.
these. I think they're called dual decks. They basically have like two decks that have like a certain theme.
Yeah.
Like one of them, I bought four decks in all because I bought two of the dual decks. One of them is like Champions versus Monsters, which is a white. I think it's just white versus green black.
Okay.
And the other one is Soren versus I can't remember the other Talib or I don't know. He's like this devil-looking dude. It's a vampire versus a devil. So it's white black versus um, I think just mono red or red black, something like that. I can't remember. But anyways,
Okay.
so I have these four decks, and hung out with James yesterday, played some Magic the Gathering. I played my first actual real life game, not no video game version of the game,
Video games.
but like real version of the game. And I played with James's friend Chris. I played like a couple of matches against him, won both times because Chris was not getting any mana.
Yeah.
And so I beat him both times. Second game was pretty good. It was pretty close. Like I had two life left when I beat him.
Oh, nice.
But when I went against James, he
Stomp on you.
no. When we started, the sun was still up.
Okay.
When we ended, we're like, what time is it? And they're like, it's 10 o'clock. It's like, holy moly, we were going for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was
Tabletop games can last a long time.
It was nuts.
Depending on what type of game
because
it is.
like he was using like a mono white life gain.
Oh yeah.
He had a life gain deck, and he had like these dudes that like he had this one dude that was flying double strike life link. And he had this angel that every time he gained life, all his guys gain a 1/1 counter. So he was basically getting huge dudes, getting bigger and bigger, gaining more and more life. And my deck, my black-white vampire deck,
Yeah.
it focuses on getting tokens.
Yeah.
So I was building up a lot of these flying spirit 1/1 tokens,
Yeah.
and basically like every time my tokens died, I had this one creature that would gain a 1/1 counter
Mhm.
every time my spirit tokens died
Yeah.
or any tokens died.
Okay.
And then I can for 3 mana I can remove those counters and make 2 tokens, 2 1/1 flying tokens. So I was constantly making tons and tons of spirit tokens. He was just gaining tons of life and getting his dudes bigger and bigger. And we were going nowhere, especially since I kept on drawing mana after mana after mana after mana. Like I had
It seems like you don't shuffle your deck
I
well or something.
shuffled it.
Because like the first time you said you didn't have any, and the second time it's like that's all
No,
you
Chris
got.
didn't have any.
Oh, Chris didn't have any.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chris didn't have any. I like the first 2 times my deck seemed like it was pretty well shuffled, but then that time when I was going against James, it was like all the mana was next to each other, and I had 17 mana, and I didn't even have like a mana ramp deck. That was just like me constantly drawing mana after mana after mana. So we got to the point where we're finally getting stuff done. Like I finally dropped my bomb, which I got Soren, the vampire, got what's it called, Planeswalker.
Oh
And,
yeah.
I was finally doing stuff with him, but by the time I got him out and was able to remove creatures from James's side, it was too little too late because I already lost all my spirit tokens,
Yeah.
and he eventually won. It was crazy.
Looks like he outlived a vampire.
The lame thing about Soren's like first ability is that like I can create 1/1 lifelink vampires, and they were not flying vampires.
Unlike his was, you said
Y-
1/1
Flying
flying, double strike,
Li-
and lifelink.
lifelink. Well, but it wasn't just 1/1. It was getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, because I'm gonna.
Yeah, his dudes were getting bigger and bigger. What kind of vampires don't fly? Like, was this? I don't know. Was I creating like these Twilight vampire tokens? Is that what's going on?
They run fast on Twilight, and they play baseball. I think
That's
they sparkle.
That's probably it. I was making sparkling baseball playing vampires.
Fast running.
Fast running. So,
But they didn't give you first strike though.
no.
So maybe they weren't fast running.
So yeah, just wanted to talk about Magic real quick.
I think that's a huge investment. I wouldn't do that. I'd rather get into some tabletop games that I like.
Well,
And
I don't want to like go all in like James and just go retarded.
2000's a lot.
I'm pretty happy with those 4 decks that I purchased.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty solid decks. They're fun decks, and I don't want to like go stupid, especially since I'm unemployed right now. I haven't found a job yet.
Yeah.
And I don't have any more student loans coming
Yeah.
in. So the money I got right now is it's what I got.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's move on. You ready to move on?
Yeah.
You ready
Let's
to
go
move on? All right. Let's talk about DreamHost real quick. DreamHost. DreamHost, they are a web service. They offer unlimited storage, unlimited bandwidth, user-friendly interface, and they're also optimized to use content managers such as WordPress and Content5, and many more features. All that just for $8.95 US.
How much, Safa?
$8.95 US.
That is cheap.
$8.95.
That's cheaper than Netflix now. Netflix raised their price $2,
Yeah.
I think.
I just got the email the other day, and they're like, we're raising it from this to that, and the good news is your price, your price
is
not
locked in for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. Oh, why? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Anyway, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than Netflix now.
$8.95 a month. Use the promo code OUTOFCONTINUES. That's one word. Don't put any spaces in between. Just out of continues. It will waive the setup fee, and it will get you free domain registration.
Sounds good.
Ballin'.
Don't say that again.
Ballin'.
I said don't.
ABAP. As ballin' as possible. ABAP.
Let's talk about that PS triple.
So, anyways, let's move on.
All right.
Now, this is so weird that I'm not leaving markers on, timestamps.
Yeah.
I'm so used to, but Audacity just doesn't have timestamps, so I'm sorry. Anyways, announcements real quick. iTunes, we can use some iTunes reviews. I only got like 13 ratings on iTunes. If you leave a rating, that would really help out the show. It is probably one of the single most helpful things you can do to help promote the show is to leave an iTunes review. That and share the podcast on either Facebook or Twitter. Those things are really helpful as well.
Yep.
But if you're using iTunes, I'd really appreciate if you left a review. Also, Indie PopCon is going to be at the end of this month.
Indie PopCon.
End of this month, you're going to see, if you're in the Indianapolis area and you're going to come to Indie PopCon, that's Indy as in Indianapolis, not Indy as in like independent. Come to Indie PopCon. It'll be May 31st through June.
I don't know.
1st. No, I think May 30th to June 1st. So come to Indie PopCon. We will be at booth 1030. That's 1030.
30th through the June 1st.
Yes, May 30th to June 1st. Awesome. We're gonna be booth 1030. We're gonna be right there in the corner of the indie gaming alley.
Yep.
And
that's along the main.
Yeah, like we're like right there on the main strip. It's gonna be awesome. We're like right at the edge of the indie gaming alley and the bigger exhibitors.
Yep.
Like our spot is like a really awesome spot where we're gonna get a lot of traffic. So come by. You could say hi to us. You could play Beware the Bully.
Yes, you can play Staffa's game.
In fact, on the Indie PopCon site, they put up us separate. They put us twice on the exhibitors. They have Out of Continues and Beware the Bully.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Double the advertising.
Yes.
Yes.
That's awesome. So you can play Beware the Bully. You can play Return of Etheria, and one of the quests is to play Beware the Bully.
So do it.
So check it out.
It's actually pretty fun.
It is. I'm making I've redone the first level.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to play test it. I'm gonna get our sister to play it, see if she can get through it.
Oh, okay.
And if she can, then I think it'll be that's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
Because when when I presented the game at Capstones,
did people have trouble with that level?
Yeah, it was too hard right off the bat. There were a lot of people who could not even beat level 1.
There's no difficulty curve. It's like throws you straight in.
Yes. So I've adjusted.
Staffa don't make no casual games, son.
I don't make casual games, but I gotta cater to the audience, and the audience is kids, and kids can't handle hard games. Yeah. Like I was just surprised by the fact that there are some kids who weren't even used to gamepads.
Yeah.
Because some like one dad was like, "Yeah, my kids play Minecraft on iPad."
Yep.
So that was pretty wild. But Beware the Bully at Indie PopCon. Check it out. Out of Continues. We do not have a main topic, unless you want to talk about your feelings and emotions.
I feel
magic.
Okay.
It's magic time.
My shirt looks green because of this mic thing.
It is like this video is so incredibly bright, and
there's barely any light in here.
Yeah, this room is dark, and we have the blinds shut, but yet the video looks like it is so bright. Like,
here comes the sun. Da,
yeah.
da, da, da.
It's pretty ridiculous. But let's move on to the gaming news.
Yeah.
Well, we got like quite a few Nintendo news.
Yeah, they had their annual financial meeting.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Nintendo Wii U.
Nintendo.
U.
Please understand.
Okay, so anyway, is their financial results for 2013. It'll be interesting because they also vote on the acceptance or the approval rate of different administrators during this time as well. So it'll be interesting to see when that comes out. But let's get into the bulk of it. They came out
swinging.
If you want to call it swinging, man, swinging like a drunk. It's not looking good. So they have a operating loss of 46.4 billion yen.
How much is that in American?
I forgot to convert that.
Thanks. That's probably like $3.
So let's see.
All right, while you're doing that, I'll just go over the other stuff. Wii U sold at 6.17 million. Well, no, that's not sold. It's shipped 6.17 million over the lifespan, and they're forecasting 3.6 million more being sold this year. 3DS has shipped 43.33 million over its lifespan, or over the year.
I'm sorry. Which number did you
3DS.
3DS. That number.
That's lifespan.
Yeah, that's lifespan.
And
43.33.
Yeah, and they're forecasting 12 million this year.
For 2012.
And
yes.
cash equivalents down from 4.7 billion to 3.4 billion, and a drop of 1.3 billion over the year. So they're losing money. Wait, billion? Or is that right?
They are. That's the amount of cash.
Cash money?
Yeah, cash money. So, like in 2011, they had about 10 billion.
Uh-huh.
So that includes like stocks,
Yeah, and now
equity, that sort of thing.
they're down to 4.7.
No, it was 4.7 last year,
Uh-huh.
and then it's
Oh.
3.4 this year.
Okay, so they
So
lost
they're-
over $1 billion.
Yeah, 1.3 billion in terms
Yeah.
of cash
And
equivalents.
okay, so the operating loss.
Operating loss. So 46 bill.
Well, we just said 1.3 right now.
No, that's not the actual. That's just like the state of the company in terms of like their assets, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So 46.
Someone's at your door.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
Tell them no soliciting.
Is it possible to pause this?
No,
Okay.
there's no way to pause.
No way to pause.
No way to
no.
pause the video.
Okay.
So
So it's 400.
you go get the door. I'll talk.
454 million US dollars.
You gotta keep talking as you get the door. So, anyways, I'm gonna. Man, that is so bright. He did not even close the door. So, anyways, while he's getting the door, I just want to tell the audience real quick that Ali is a dirty man. He does not brush his teeth at night. Sometimes he will even put like this dirty rag under his armpits, and he will. No, I'm sorry. He doesn't do any of that. I'm just kidding. But basically, I mean, Nintendo is losing money. And they're not to the point where they're in trouble. It's not like they're going to go out of business or anything, but they're definitely they're not profiting at this point. Correct?
Yes, they're not profiting.
You sound like super far away.
They
when
are
you
not
talk like
profiting. You said correct. I had to respond.
that. You had to respond at the
Yes.
mic, bro.
I'm at the mic.
You know when you left that door open, it looked like the gates of heaven in the video.
And my house is outside this door is heaven,
It's
everyone.
like St. Peter's.
But yeah. So you said that they're overall losing. Yeah, they're overall losing money.
Yeah.
But
But they're not they're not gonna go out of business or anything.
No,
they're
no.
not like in that trouble.
No,
that type of
they're
trouble.
not in dire shape or anything, but it's not looking good
Yeah.
in terms of.
A business exists to make money. They don't exist to lose money.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. So, but yeah, like, just they're. I don't know if you mentioned. Oh yeah, you did mention the forecast.
I talked
though.
about you.
Yes. Oh yeah, you talked about me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I talked about how you go to sleep with a dirty rag under your armpits.
Yes. That makes plenty of sense. So 3.6 million for this year in terms of Wii U sales. That's sad. You don't have anything else to say about it? Like you just thinking about it and like just soaking it in.
It's messed up. I
It's
mean,
not-
let's move on to the other Nintendo
I
stuff
mean,
because
just-
it all ties in together.
Yeah. I mean, at 3 point, both Microsoft and Sony sold more than that
In 6 months.
in 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's no, in like the first quarter, I think. Like the first quarter they sold it in.
I don't know, but I mean, they've been out for like 6 months by now.
Yeah, they're. I think Sony was. They said like 7 million or something like that.
Yeah.
But like if you look at the trend, I mean, at this rate, if they do sell 3.6 million this year,
Yeah.
and then assuming that they're still going to carry the Wii U into 2015, that thing's at most selling 12 million units at most.
Million.
12.
12.
Okay. moving on.
I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo acquires non-gaming mystery company for $150 million. I did
Yes.
not hear about this.
That did contribute to some of its losses, but like I said, they lost 450 some million this year, so that's only
What's this non-gaming mystery company? Do we know anything about it?
it's a mystery company for a reason.
It's the Vitality Sensor.
It's probably something tied to their quality of life project that they said they're going to do.
Nintendo.
Either that or I mean, it's not. They said it's non-game. It's a non-game.
All right, let's talk about the next thing then. The UFC figures.
Yes, UFC figures.
Nintendo releases UFC figures.
Yes, it's
so you can
NFC.
you get the Wanderlei Silva action figure from Nintendo.
I'm just gonna NFC figures, so kind of like Skylanders, but it's gonna be like Mario related, Nintendo related stuff.
And you put it on the Wii U pad.
Yes, you put it on the Wii U pad for different games. They'll also sell a separate IR add-on for the 3DS. It looks like sort of like the little.
You're typing a bunch of weird stuff now.
What?
There you go. But I find this funny because it was like I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago on this show.
There was a story that
I talked about how Skylanders could have been a Nintendo exclusive
because Activision approached Nintendo.
Saying, and Nintendo was like, we're confused as to what this is.
Nintendo's like, we make dumb decisions. That's what they do.
And like Skylanders has made like over $2 billion in revenue at this point.
Please understand.
Hey, that's racist.
What? Man, what was I thinking while spelling some of this stuff? Anyway, but yeah, so they didn't release. They said they'll talk more about that at A3, but like you could use it for games, I guess.
I think that will sell a ton.
Maybe
because kids obviously love action figures.
For 3DS, it might. I don't think it will.
They went nuts over Skylanders. From what I understand, Disney Infinity is also doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Kids like toys.
I actually know, like the niece or the nephews of my wife. They've got like a bunch of Skylander stuff. They've got like SWAT Force. They just like 20 plus figurines, and they love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo missed this bad. When I looked at it,
I don't think it's too late for them though, because I mean, like Disney Infinity came in, and they're doing pretty well. In fact, they're doing well enough to start bringing in their other IPs that they now own, like the Avengers. They're going to be in Disney Infinity, and Nintendo characters are super popular. No one knows any of the Skylander characters other than Spyro, that did really well.
But the thing is, isn't it Disney Infinity and Skylanders? Those are both Xbox 360, PS3. Are they on
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis? When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this.
A song. It's not on Wii, is it? No, that's definitely not on Wii.
They're on Wii.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're totally on Wii. Well, I don't know about Disney Infinity. I think it might be on Wii, but I know Skylanders is on Wii.
But anyway, the point is that those two IPs are on, platforms with much larger install bases. Multiple platforms.
Yeah, they're multi-plat, so they do have that advantage. So
I think you could cross-use the figurines from platform to platform. The only thing, if you wanted to use,
because you have the one, what is it, like a stand or whatever that you put them on. That stand is the thing that needs to be proprietary to the console.
Oh, really?
I think so, because you gotta plug it in.
Okay.
Boy.
But yeah, it's
But let's talk about the rumors of the hardware.
okay. Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
so well, it's not even just it's not even rumors because Iwata talked about this and Iwata. I'm sorry, not Iwata.
Yeah, it's either Iwata or Iwata. It's not Iwata.
I'm sorry.
There's no extra A in there.
Iwata. He said, so there's talk of Nintendo working on releasing hardware for emerging markets. According to Reuters, he said it would be difficult to enter those markets if we didn't create something new. For the mass market, you need to provide something that most of the middle class can afford. And he also said that Nintendo has no plans to launch existing consoles such as the Wii U or 3DS into emerging markets.
From that quote, it sounds like cheaper hardware that is less powerful.
That's what that typically means, yes.
That is like, what is wrong?
That stuff's not very powerful in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. like the Wii U is practically last gen hardware, and it's not selling well for multiple reasons. One of the reasons being that the general mass knows it's not as powerful.
So there's some people talking about that they're generally well in the know-how, or they're well in the know with Nintendo-related stuff, and a couple guys have hinted at ARM processors being used for Nintendo's new stuff, which is
like
yeah,
like something on your arm.
no, ARM as in like the chips that's in your phones and like tablets and stuff.
Oh, so
yeah, you should have did that on your arm. Then it would have been. Then yo dog, I heard you like ARM, so I put ARM on your arm so you could use ARM.
This is gonna be the best video ever.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so someone said he said the Cortex A57 ARM processor, which is their highest end processor right now, which still isn't that great, but that would be a lot cheaper than doing something like an IBM processor, which they used for the Wii U, which is a lot more expensive. So it seems like that would be something they could put into the emerging markets, and that would work out well. So, but yeah, I mean, there isn't much any information regarding that stuff right now, so it's hard to really know what they'll do.
Yeah, I mean, like if they are making cheaper hardware, and one of them is gonna be there's two of them, right? One being like some kind of a handheld thing, another one being a console thing. If that is,
did you say that?
Well, the thing you sent me showed that one was gonna be a console, the other one being a handheld.
Okay.
But like if that is the case, I don't see how this is a good idea. I mean, my disclaimer, I'm no like business analyst. You're
no Michael Pachter.
I'm no Michael Pachter. I'm no hip hop gamer.
Two of the best analysts in the industry.
But I just don't see how it's a good idea, especially like there's going to be an oversaturation of these micro consoles, with like the Amazon thing, the Ouya pretty much failed. Mad Catz working on their thing.
Those
these
micro consoles.
Yeah. Whatever they want to call them.
None of them have been good so far. None of them.
Yeah, and like they haven't been selling well either. I mean, look at Ouya.
And it's funny because
Booyah.
There are two reasons why they're not doing well. It is one, they're just taking mobile games and putting controller compatibility to it, and two,
and not even doing it well.
Two, it's power.
Yeah.
Like you can't even run like these jank-looking games, even on like
they're not
TV.
even like budget games either, because like. Okay, like let's on my Ouya. Let's say I want the best game on there, Towerfall.
Yeah.
That's a $15 game.
Yep.
That's not like, okay, like this $100, now I think it's like $70
Yeah.
console, you'd expect the games to be like $1 each,
Yeah.
just because it's like it's gonna be weaker games, it's gonna be more budget games. You'd expect them to be like 99 cents or something like that, or $2 or maybe $5 at most. No, it's like $15 for Towerfall, $20 for Final Fantasy 3, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not a cheaper. You don't get cheaper options. It's I can get cheap games on a PS3.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't work. So yeah, that's my opinion on this thing. I just don't think it's a good idea.
I think there's a lot of things wrong with what Nintendo's doing. I think they need to focus. Like every single one of their handhelds has been successful because they've had great price range and great games.
Yeah.
It's never because of power. I mean, I love my Vita. It is an amazing handheld, great screen, great controls. It's absolutely super quick with what it does. And, you could have, amazing graphics, all sorts of things. But, like, when you look at the price of, a Nintendo handheld versus a Sony one, like, everyone's buying the Nintendo ones because, one, they're cheaper, and two, they've got Nintendo's games on there. And then, so I think they need to stick with cheap handhelds, even though, it's fun to make fun of their graphics sometimes. But, like, one thing, for their consoles, I think they need to
Stop consoles.
either stop it or put up or shut up. They need to either
as far as hardware goes, like, first of all, when people think Nintendo, they think of the games before the hardware.
Yeah.
But like, if they do think of the hardware, they think of the handhelds at this point, because 3DS is doing well, has a lot of games, and it's there's nothing wrong with the 3DS. But like, going back to what I said about when people think about Nintendo and they think about the games, like, no one cares about the Wii U tablet.
Yeah.
Like the
Wii, it's only costing them money.
Or even the Wii, like the
Wiimote.
Yeah, the Wiimote. No, those that didn't really improve the games. Their best games were played on either the Pro Controller or
even their own first-party games, they did not utilize the Wiimote well.
Yeah.
Like Super Mario Galaxy, you used it to shoot star bits or catch star bits, or I mean, I guess you could wiggle, and then you do a little spin. But I mean, that's not game changing.
I don't. They need to like drop their pride of like, oh, we gotta make our own games and make it on our own console. Like, just drop it and make third-party games. Like, I am certain that if they decided to, like, go third-party with their games, with Mario, with Metroid, with Donkey Kong, with all that, like, both Sony and Microsoft would rush to Nintendo's front door, with like the biggest gift basket ever, and be like, let's make a deal.
Yeah.
They would want to have Nintendo's games on their console exclusive.
Yeah.
Or even if it was like one day before the other one, they would want some kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want. People want to play Nintendo games. They just don't care about the Nintendo consoles.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like, if people don't like the games, they're not going to buy the hardware. If they don't like the Nintendo games, they're not going to buy the hardware.
Mm.
And that's why, like, even if someone doesn't like Sony's first-party games, they might buy PlayStation 4 because it's the most powerful. Or if someone doesn't like Microsoft's first-party games, they might buy it because they want the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do that for the Wii U? It's just like, oh, I want the gamepad. I could use this as a controller for, a TV remote. It's just like, why? there's nothing here that I can't do elsewhere, if not better elsewhere. So, and not only that, I mean, I've mentioned this before. You get differing architectures. Developers don't want to work with it, and then you got games like Batman: Arkham Knight. Was it Rocksteady that?
Yeah.
They said the Wii U's too weak. We can't make the game on that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like we just started the generation, and Rocksteady is like, yeah, no, we can't put that on there. I mean, they're lucky to have even some developers on there right now.
Are they getting that new Borderlands prequel sequel? Because Randy Pitchford was like, we can't do the new consoles because the install base is too small.
That's obviously not going to happen on Wii U then. I mean,
true.
Like, the only reason why Borderlands is coming to Vita, which is barely selling more than the Wii U, is because
of Greg Miller.
Greg Miller. Because Sony, they're funding it, from what I understand.
But it's only going to have 2 players.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's going to have only 2-player co-op.
But you could still transfer it to your PlayStation 3, which I'm sure most people that are getting this version has a PS3.
It's going to have touchscreen mini games where you get to like rotate an object and rub the dirt off of it.
Unborderlanded. Unborder charted. The
pre-Golden Abyss.
The pre-Golden Abyss.
The pre-Golden Abyss.
Apparently, there's a way to get your someone was saying that you could get your PC save and copy that data into a dummy PS3 save file, and then from the PS3 take it to your Vita.
I don't know. Let's move on. Let's move on from Nintendo and talk about Valve for a minute.
Okay.
Because we got a couple of Steam-related early access news articles. The first one being the bigger one, the bigger of the 2 articles, and a game came out called Earth: Year 2066. And this game is apparently so terrible, so broken, it makes the War Z look good.
That's good.
It was
that game was terrible.
And, this game
was this. So from what I understand, it got pulled for false advertising or something, or
no?
Was it just that bad?
Valve pretty much said that they're like, okay, early access is for unfinished games, but we had to draw the line somewhere. This game was so not even a game. It was so buggy, so ridiculous, and they're selling it for $20. Mm-hmm. And people were irate. They were wanting their money back. In fact, Jim Sterling did a video pretty much ranting about this specific game, and talking about how Valve's early access is pretty much a complete mess.
Yeah, it's filled with all sorts of broken
because of this game. So
I wouldn't say just because of this game.
Well, I mean, using this game as
an example. Yes,
and
a key example of something big going wrong.
As a response, the Earth Year 2066 people, they're like, okay, we're selling the Earth 2066 Jim Sterling edition for $100. That didn't really. I don't really like Jim Sterling because I feel like he trolls on purpose.
He does troll on purpose.
Just for the hits.
Yeah.
Just for the internet hits. But them trying to take a jab at him, saying, "Oh, we're selling the Jim Sterling edition for $100." That's not really. They don't really have much room because of the fact that their game is broke to begin with.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Total Biscuit and the Day One Gary's incident or whatever.
What was that?
It was a game that was
that thing.
Yeah,
that thing that was really bad and
he
he died and all the townspeople disappeared, and
well, he pretty much he made a video showing off how bad it is, and it was the #1 rated video for that game.
yeah.
And pretty much they claimed copyright. They gave him a copyright claim.
Oh, yeah,
taking down his video,
Yeah.
saying that he has no permission to make money off of our gameplay footage.
They're just mad because they're not gonna get money off that gameplay footage.
No, it's because he pretty much was saying how bad the game was.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's what
why
I
they're
meant.
mad about.
They're not gonna get any.
They gave him permission to make a video, and then when he made the video, he's like, "This game's terrible," and they're like, "Nope, you can't have that video. We never gave you permission."
The thing is,
to make money off
if
it.
they didn't give him permission, and then he came across that anyway.
They gave him a CD key, and they gave him permission to make a video, but they're like, "Oh, we never gave him permission to make money off of it."
Fine, I'll keep it up and slander you anyway.
So, I mean, I still haven't looked up like video footage of this game yet. You want us to do that right now? Like make a.
You could.
Yeah,
we could full screen it, right?
Yeah, we could full screen it. I don't know. Will we get like? Would we get our thing taken down?
Taken down by Toll. You're not monetizing any of your stuff, are you?
No. Well, I'll mute the video. Maybe that would work. Okay, Earth 2066, or year 2066. All right, let me screen share on the Google video. YouTube. Start screen share. Alright. No, full screen it.
Full screen,
there we
boy.
Go. Alright. Let's mute the audio.
Hello and welcome to.
Oh no. Okay. So some British dude.
Just fast forward.
Let's. Well.
He's just chilling in the menu for the first. Oh, good. Is he? There's Oculus Rift support? Oh my god.
Okay, so did he just jump or something? Let me rewind that a little bit.
I don't know what happened.
Let me rewind that. Okay, so, whoa, what is that? Just flew? Is that a seagull?
That looks.
Or is it an octopus? Or is that an enemy? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's Gary.
I think he just jumped and.
Look at all that Z fighting. Oh my god.
Yeah, like the tiles are clipping through the terrain. They got the same grass.
I think you can see your own shadow though. That's impressive. Not that many games do that.
Look at all the flickering in the background.
Would they be able to see that on this video? I don't know. Anyway, but it's fast forward until you see something else interesting. He's just running around. This game does not look good by any means. He's like a robot.
Alright, let me fast forward this a little bit. Whoa, he is going fast.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Look how short he is. Or either he's really short or the fence
everything's
is really tall.
Anyway, that it doesn't look good. It doesn't play.
Yeah, he has to be really short because like
the doors are like twice as high.
Yeah, the stairway is like up to his chin, like the stepway for the door.
Yeah, he's getting shot by something. I don't know. Anyway,
like when you're building a level, basically you build the level without all the textures first. And there's like a certain type of holy crap, that's a huge jump. And I think he's a robot. That's so weird. This is insane. But anyways, like you build it with like a certain texture that has like the heights on it. Like it's called I think that term is blocking. Okay. You want to block out a level.
Oh yeah.
So like basically like you use this texture that's blocks, and it'll be like, okay, this block is the height of a character, or does that make sense?
Yeah.
So basically, you build the entire level so that it scales well with the player. And it looks like they didn't do this at all. And he's just walking through that building.
Yeah, yep. He just
So obviously they did not scale this correctly.
They didn't do anything
Yeah, they
correctly.
didn't do anything. This like
yeah, because I remember making levels for Counter-Strike way back when, and like you're talking about the blocks thing. Like one single, so there's points in a block. So like
Yeah.
16 points
mhm,
is like the maximum height for
Yeah.
a block for a stair step.
yeah.
If you have it something like 18, you won't be able to automatically go up a stair step. So like, a normal character size I think was 72 or something like that. But yeah, this is
That
what happens.
enemy was stuck in the
That-
fence.
Look how, like, nothing is scaled properly. It's not good. Anyway, so let's get back to the topic, which was Earth Year. Yeah, well, this game.
Yeah, this
So, yeah,
this amazing game.
and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all.
I think it's safe for me to say that I have seen UDK levels made by my worst classmates that look better than this.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is that?
That should be the screenshot.
What was that?
That should be the.
I don't even know.
That should be the image for the.
So let
for the
me
podcast.
stop screen share. Okay,
Yeah,
back to us.
That's not good.
Yeah, that just looked terrible.
Not good.
I can see why people would want their money back after spending $20 on that. And I believe Valve issued a statement. Let me see if it's on here.
We're sorry we let this abomination of the thing came out onto our store.
I don't see anything, but yeah, that was. They really need quality control. It's really important because, I mean, quality control doesn't need to be to the point where it's like the App Store where they're like declining everything left and right because this game is making a political statement. We don't want that on the App Store,
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be like
it's-
that, but it just needs to be. They need some kind of a quality control, like especially if they're selling a game for $20.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean, this is why I think things like Sony, like the PlayStation Network and stuff, they're getting to that sort of sweet spot where they're being a lot more acceptive to
Self-publish?
Well, not only self-publish, but like just giving developers dev kits, to get on their platform, that sort of thing.
yeah.
But they still go through a quality control.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have to be selective. They still have to be like, okay, this looks like a good project for us to let you put on our network.
Yeah.
While, like Steam, it's just the Wild West. Things are going crazy.
Dude, I should submit Beware the Bully. It's better than
It is better than that.
It is.
There
way-
are no
way
game-breaking bugs. I can tell you that. But
I have one.
you do.
Yeah, I have one.
I've not been able.
I just don't know how to fix it.
Oh,
No
one's been able to replicate it though, right?
It's kind of been replicatable, but it's not.
Talking about the one with the platform.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one where you fall when you're falling with it.
I haven't been able to replicate that
Oh.
since. I don't know if I don't know.
But either way,
different.
like it's my game, which is like 10, 15 minutes long at
Uh-huh.
most. I mean, I'm not trying to like say I'm amazing or anything, but it's definitely better than
Than that vertical.
Earth Year 2066.
Than that vertical slice we saw there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next article we got, which is also related to this game.
Games.
It's sorry.
No, not related to this game.
Not related to this game, but related to early access.
Yeah.
This game called Towns. I know. I think I own Towns. I can't remember, but like it was sold on a bundle. I know Adam owns Towns.
Oh. Is it one of those 33% of games that most Steam players never play?
It was. All right, so this game it's kind of like, I think it's like a SimCity type game, and basically what the devs are saying is that the sales have been declining and that they're only making 33% of the sales that they're expecting because they calculated they need this much people to buy the game so that they can continue production of the game because it's an early access game. And now they have decided to pull the plug on development on the game because the developer's like, hey, look, I need to pay rent and I need to pay for food and feed my family, and this is not doing it.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, like, I don't blame him because he, like you said, he needs to pay the rent.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I'm not blaming him.
Most
but
people
like,
don't realize the costs of game development.
Yeah, but like the problem is the fact that, you know, early access is, it's kind of like creating like this I don't know, like this false avenue for people to be like, hey, we could finally make a game and people will fund us while we're making the game, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's of course some projects can show promise but then fail, but you know it's up to the backer or whatever you want to call it, buyer's decision. You know, they need to, and you know, see if this is worth it or not. You know, like it's probably better for the developer if you know you look at that game and if it looks bad and not support it, because that'll make them less likely to want to go through this thing anyway. I don't know. It's just weird stuff, man. Like everyone saw Notch do it with Minecraft, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do that." And
yeah, and the thing is, like,
even when Notch did it, it wasn't that good because people kept on complaining how like it took forever to get updates, and then when he updated something like severely broke, and you know, like
the Minecraft was basically just a phenomenon.
It really is. If you, I mean, look at the phone and tablet Minecraft. Like, what was it, Minecraft Pocket or something? That's like the very first version of Minecraft that came out. That's basically the functionality of that game.
From what I'm hearing from people, the Xbox version of Minecraft is better than the PC version at this point because it's getting more updates. That's what I heard from some people. I don't know because I don't play Minecraft.
I think the PC version still has more content though. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, it has more like user-made content.
But if they're talking about like in terms of support, I sure the Xbox one probably is getting a lot.
It's not. It's being done by a different team, I believe. It's not Mojang.
Yeah, well, a different team's doing Minecraft Pocket Edition. Mobang.
It's Mahjong.
Your stupid is filling my head, and I can't think anymore.
You call me stupid?
Your stupid is filling my head, and I don't. Anyway,
Mahjong.
This is go on. This is.
All right. Let's go on to the next article.
Yeah.
All right. A new Unreal Tournament has been announced.
Yes.
And this game is going to be free.
Not free to play.
It's going to be free.
It's going to be free.
It's going to be open source.
I think that sounds cool.
It's going to have open modding tools.
I like that.
It's like everything.
If this can become the new Unreal Tournament 2004, this is going to be great.
If this can be the new Unreal Championship 2, this is going to be great.
Well, maybe someone can mod that. I don't know. Who knows?
You know, I don't think so unless I do it myself because only 5 people in the world played Unreal Championship 2. And 2 of them being us. The third being Jeff Gerstmann.
4th was Scruffy. He played that game.
And the 5th was Ed Boon.
Ed Boon, there you go.
And he made sure that Raiden was in the game. So there we go. All 5 people who played that game.
Such a good game.
So it's up to me up to me or Ed Boon. I don't think it's Ed Boon's gonna do it.
No.
So it's
Anyway,
one of us.
I think considering it's free, this could be I think the new Unreal Tournament 4. I mean, I know they want to make their money through like mods. I think.
No, I think the way how I see this, I think this is basically like a huge advertisement for Unreal 4 engine, because
that's
because that's
partially it as
$20 a month. That's pretty much how they want to start making money at this
well.
point.
Oh, people start making mods and then make money off that way.
No, you have to pay $20 a month to use Unreal Engine. Well, like, okay, there's a subscription for it.
Well, yeah,
like,
that's for making games though, not for playing it. You're playing Unreal Tournament.
Well, they want people to start. Yeah, they want people to start modding the game.
Yes, that's when they start modding, and they have to use Unreal Engine 4. That's where they'll make their money.
Yeah, and well, you can pay for it once, stop your subscription, and you can still use that
but
version.
You won't be able to publish the mod.
Yeah, because you won't have the updates.
Yeah.
You
can't sign it and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you need to get the latest version to update, get the the latest fixes and to publish, and so that's what I think. I think they're basically trying to get people to use Unreal 4, and it looks awesome. I plan on getting it. I think next month would be a good time for me because this month I'm really busy. So I think I'll look into it next month.
It is a busy month, very busy month.
Yeah, I'm going out of town for a week and got Indie PopCon, got IndieCade to submit Beware the Bully to. So I got a lot of stuff going on this month, but but as far as like what they're doing with making the game free, like I said, I think this is like a big advertisement to get people into Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully this will be good though. I mean,
I don't really expect them to do many updates to the game itself because I think they're going to pretty much make the game once, maybe do a couple of like big DLC packs.
The thing is, Unreal Tournament 2004, which is probably their most successful one.
Yes.
It was a base game. They updated it a couple times, and that game blew up simply because of mod support.
Yeah.
Like that was the
and it was basically Unreal 2003 on roids.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if you look at Counter-Strike and that being one of the biggest games in terms of mod support, Unreal Tournament 2004 was probably a close second in terms of mod support. And that's why they had such strong communities. That's why it was such a blast to play. I mean, I remember playing both in Counter-Strike and Unreal Tournament 2004. Like someone there was like these rats levels, which was like you'd be in like this giant kitchen type arena. Everyone is very small in comparison.
All right.
And like I think it originated on Counter-Strike, but then someone ported it to Unreal Tournament, and like even like because they're two different games, completely different games, but like the same like map, like they played completely differently, and it was like really fun on either one. It was just, I mean, I don't know. It's cool. I'm excited to see that type
Unreal
of stuff.
2004 was really awesome. Like it came out at a time where Tribes 2 was dying.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of like, well, I really love Tribes 2, but it's dying, and this is kind of the closest thing to it because there was vehicles and there was a lot of really cool modes.
Yeah.
Though it didn't have the jetpack and skiing and all that, but it was still just a lot of really cool things.
I like that hovercraft thing that was in that. I forget what it was called. Couldn't you jump and then like suction down to the ground as well? It had like the little helicopter, like little fan-looking things on the side. It looked like a motorbike with I don't forget what it was called.
Oh no.
I don't know. It was one of the vehicles. Anyway.
I there was one mode of the game, I can't remember what it's called, but basically like this stage, you're riding on this hover train,
Mhm.
and you're progressing through the train. Like one it was attack and defend kind of,
Mhm.
and like as you're progressing, as one team's progressing through the train, the other team's getting pushed back, and like the train is transforming. Like there'd be turrets that would face one way,
Mhm.
and then as the attacking team progresses, the turrets would go
Oh,
in, and then they
yeah.
come out facing the other way, and
Yeah, that's
it was just really awesome.
wasn't that a mode they carried into Unreal Tournament 3?
I don't know. I didn't play much
I
of
don't
3.
know. Yeah, I beat it because you got it for me.
Let's do we got anything else on Unreal Tournament?
No,
Other than the fact that we both agree that Unreal Championship 3 would be better,
I agree. I love that game.
or Unreal Championship 2. That's what we really need.
2-2.
2.
Just imagine those like big Unreal Tournament characters with 2-2s on them.
No, it'd be Unreal Championship 2 Roman numeral, and then 2.
The number 2.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Moving
so
on.
yeah, next one. Activision is investing $500 million for Destiny's budget, and that includes like the development of the game and marketing and
Marketing,
everything else around it. $500 million.
That's
500 mazillion.
You know, Grand Theft Auto 5 was like at what, 300 million or something?
I don't know
how this is at 5.
Okay, so this is basically, they say that they need to sell between 15 and 16 million copies of the game to break even. That's like not even profiting. That's breaking even. And GTA 5, which is what the best-selling game at this point,
Yeah, I think so.
32.5 million
Yeah.
units sold. So they'd have to pretty much sell half the amount of what GTA 5 did
Yeah.
to break even.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
But that's even if it does, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously they want to. It's not just going to be a one-game thing. It's obvious that they're going to expand on it, whether expansion packs or DLC or whatever. I don't know, but it's. I mean, they must have a lot they want to do, to want to spend that much money, because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Titanfall was hyped up even more than Destiny.
Yeah.
And Titanfall, I don't know, I'm trying to look up the numbers.
I remember it sold 1 million in the first month or something like that.
Yeah, the first 3 weeks it sold 1 million.
Yeah.
And it's been out for like 2 months now, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't think they've sold 2 million yet. I don't know.
And that's across 3 platforms.
Yeah,
Xbox 360, Xbox
and Destiny's
One.
across 2.
It's coming out on last gen?
It's
isn't
coming
it?
out last gen? Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
coming
right.
out on.
I thought it's going to be just PS4.
360, PS3,
Xbox
PS4, Xbox One, not PC.
Okay.
I think they wanted to expand to PC, just not yet.
No, they were like, look, we're Bungie. We created the console shooter.
We created
We created it, bro.
we created Wolfenstein 3D. They did.
The console shooter.
They created the shooter.
The shooter.
The shooter. That
The
was the
shooter.
first one, right?
No.
What was the first one?
It was it's the first person game was like some horror game where a dinosaur's chasing you. But
No.
I don't know.
I'm talking about shooter though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't ask me hard questions. It was Chex Quest was the first.
No, I guess there were some.
But
Yeah.
like I just don't see it, because like I said, Titanfall I feel like was hyped up way more. And
The press really hyped up that game.
yeah, there was a lot of hype behind Titanfall, and it did not sell.
It did not. that game it did not
Yeah,
live up to its hype. It doesn't have enough content. I mean,
Destiny.
they've not advertised it well. They haven't told us what exactly the game is. They haven't told us anything really about it. Well, there's
a lot of people.
7 planets, and each planet's the size of Halo Reach as a whole.
Yeah, like a lot of people
It's
don't even know about Destiny yet. They're like, what?
It's like, what are you talking about? Just
Destiny.
tell us.
Destiny. What is Destiny?
Destiny's
So
Child.
I really don't think. I mean, Destiny doesn't even have like the. I mean, yeah, they have Bungie behind them. Like if they're going to be really hyping this game up and be like
the makers of Halo and the publishers of Call of Duty.
yeah, like if they do that, then maybe there'll be a lot more hype behind it. But I just don't see it selling 16 million. Not within the first year.
Yeah.
Not within the first 5 years. I don't even think they'll ever get to 16 million. I feel like this might be like the biggest like bomb as far as like.
I think it's too early to say that.
I don't know.
mean,
Yeah, maybe I'm maybe I'm overreacting.
They might just do a full-on advertising blitz and
But at that,
because these are the guys that advertised Call of Duty.
if they've already had made a budget of $500 million, and if
That's probably they probably haven't hit that yet. That's
but
their allotted budget.
if they're not selling well enough, then they're gonna have to increase that marketing budget.
Yeah.
And
That is true. Yeah.
if they increase the money that they put into marketing, then they'll also have to increase their expectations on sales.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm no Michael Pachter though, so I might be making up everything.
And I am hip hop gamer.
This game's crazy.
It's crazy, dog.
This game's crazy. This Retron 5. I'm playing an NES game with an SNES controller.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Retron. I actually want the Retron. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on.
All right, last news article. I put this in for you because I knew you have opinions on this. Me, I don't really care that much. The Oculus CEO, he envisions a 1 billion person MMO using the Oculus Rift. I mean, like, if that's what he envisions, he's pretty optimistic because I don't see 1 billion people playing.
That's a lot of
this MMO.
That's a lot of server lag. That's also a lot of.
That's a lot of everything. That's a lot
of non-gamers. That's a lot of, and I mean,
that is a lot of units sold as far as the Oculus by itself. Like, are they gonna have 1 billion Oculus Rifts?
He doesn't even have that quote in here. But like, this article doesn't have that quote.
I dream.
Basically, he said,
I had a dream.
He said you're not gonna hit that 1 billion person goal with a console or PC. You'll have to use mobile hardware, and it's just like, man, like I want video games, not mobile gimmicks.
Maybe they should get Neil Stevenson and make him. Since he's no longer working on that Clang game that he did the Kickstarter for, get him in, and then they can make Snow Crash.
There you go.
There you go. Or they can get the.
They won't. I still don't see them wanting to. I don't. Their end goal. Well, of course their end goal isn't games anymore. It's not gonna be games.
It's fine.
But
they'll live.
I don't know.
They'll get John Carmack to steal more stuff from id.
You mean ZeniMax?
ZeniMax. He'll just get more stuff from ZeniMax. He'll make Doom 4.
He'll just make and publish Doom 4. ZeniMax was like, oh, he's not allowed to do that.
It's gonna be spelled with a U. D-U-M, Doom 4.
D-U-M-E, Doom. Like Dune, but Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
Doom.
It'll have an umlaut over the U. Doom.
Oh, there you go. you go through some sort of German hell, I guess.
There you go. It'll mix Wolfenstein with Doom. You fight Nazis in hell. See, we gave a free one to John Carmack.
And then you hear "We're living" in the background.
And they can get 9 Inch Nails to do the music.
There you go.
You know, and all the ammo will have the 9 Inch Nails logo on it.
Yep. And Trent Reznor will be like, "I'm too old for this."
It'll be awesome.
There you go.
And you know, since it's 9 Inch Nails, it'll be pay what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be a pay what you want game.
Yeah.
It'll be the Humble Doom bundle.
And then then 9 Inch Nails will upload the game to the most popular torrent website at the time.
Pirate Bay.
Yep.
We'll have Doom will be exclusive to the Pirate Bay. You heard it here first.
There you
You
go.
heard it here first. Exclusive news.
There you go.
We're breaking edge.
Doomlout.
Doomlouts. More amazing.
Seinfeld ain't got nothing on me.
You know, at Indie PopCon, the Indie PopCon guys, they sent me an email asking me for like the top 3 times that I want to be scheduled to do the live podcast.
Okay.
You know, because they're doing a drawing, and they're also doing a drawing as far as getting one of the guests, like one of the celebrity guests, onto each podcast. So they asked me for like the top 5 people that I want on the podcast. For
So Gabe Newell, John Carmack.
no, these guys are not even going to be at Indie PopCon.
I'm joking.
It's one of the guests that will be at Indie PopCon.
I'm joking.
Well, your joke is broken. So I put down John DiMaggio for my number 1. My number 2 is Hodor. My number 3, I put down the guy who does Brock's voice in Pokemon.
Wait, what? He's gonna be there?
Yeah, the guy who does Brock's voice.
Is his eyes gonna be closed?
Hey, Ash! Yeah, he better have his eyes closed the entire time. And number 4 is Young Horse Studios. They made Octodad.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I didn't know who else to put for number 5, so I put Matthew Powers.
That works. He's a fun guy to have.
He wouldn't be on the podcast. I have no other chance to get him on the podcast anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
But if he does, if he's the one that I get, I'd be pretty disappointed. to be honest, I'd be pretty disappointed if I get him. Because it's like, okay, I have all these celebrities, I get the non-celebrity. So,
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, special announcement. Special announcement.
I didn't know
This
about
is special. This is gonna be this is a special announcement specifically for the listeners of the show, because Adam, who is the community manager,
Yes.
he does all the Facebook. Well, not all, but I posted something the other day, an image of Indie PopCon map.
Yep.
But he does the majority of the Facebook and Twitter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to put up some CD key or serial keys for Steam games or whatever games that we have extras of.
Yeah.
And he will post an image of the key, because basically if he posts it as text, then bots will snag it up.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll post an image. That's the reason why he posts an image and not straight text.
Yeah.
And there are people who are they basically like the Facebook and Twitter only for those serial keys.
Yeah.
Like they will ask Adam in Spanish for serial keys, like Amigo something something Steam keys. Like it's like, okay, why are you speaking Spanish when this is an English podcast? Like I do not, I mean, if you're a Spanish-speaking person who listens to the podcast, that's fine. I mean, like, I'm assuming you know English if you're listening to this podcast, but why are you sending us messages in Spanish? Obviously, these people who are sending messages in Spanish do not listen to the show.
Amigo, por favor, dame las llaves de Steam.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the guy said. Yeah. So, and not only that, but like this other guy, he sent a message, like a private message to the Out of Continues Facebook
Was
page.
that the Russian guy?
No. Like I'll show you right now. I'm not gonna share the screen because I don't want to give this guy's name out on the video.
Yeah.
Okay. So
How do those bots even work?
I don't know. It baffles me how it works.
They
but
just like look for a string of characters like that is a Steam key. I'm gonna use it.
Okay, so this guy he asks when the key drops will happen, and Adam replies, "We are more than just a place for just free keys, but we'll have more shortly. Be sure to keep an eye on the feed." The guy replies, "I am a daily reader of the blog, and a lot of my friends read too. The blog is awesome." And then he replies, Adam is mad at this point. He replies, "Thank you for your support. Be sure to listen to the podcast as well." So I'm really happy that this guy reads the blog every day.
Every day.
Every day he reads my blog.
My
and
friends,
he,
when the keys they drop for the Steam?
Why are you giving this guy a Russian accent? His name's Pedro.
I don't know. I can't see it from here.
His name's Pedro.
I can't see it from here.
you assumed he's Russian?
No, you know, man. You don't know.
So, yeah, Out of Continues does have some written articles, but we haven't had a written article all year long.
Yeah.
We haven't had a single written article in the year of 2014 or 2014. No.
Nope.
Like, how is this guy reading our blog every day and has friends reading it every day when we don't even have a blog that we post up on? It's just really, it's annoying that these people are, liking the Facebook specifically for Steam keys and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
They don't listen to the podcast. So this is why we're doing this giveaway. This is specifically for the listeners.
Yes.
Thank you for the listeners for supporting us and
or
keeping
the
up with
watchers,
us.
because if you watch
Yeah,
this,
if you
get this as
watch,
well,
yeah, if you listen or watch, then thank you for the support. So basically, anyone who listens or watches this podcast, that email in the special phrase will be placed into a drawing. What do we want the special phrase to be?
Amigo, por favor, dame las llaves de Steam.
Okay. The special phrase will be Amigo free game.
Amigo, please.
Amigo, please.
Amigo, please.
Okay, so send the special phrase, which is Amigo, please. Email it to podcast@outofcontinues.com with the subject line being podcast giveaway. Okay? Subject line podcast giveaway. Give us a special phrase, Amigo, please. The winners will be randomly drawn from a pool of entrants. Adam will contact them via email, and winners will select their choice for their prize. The top winner gets first dibs, followed by the second, third, fourth, and fifth. There will be 5 winners.
And what can they get?
They only get 1 key per winner, and the 5 choices are Deus Ex Human Revolution Augmented Edition with the Missing Link DLC, which is really awesome.
Awesome.
Guacamelee Gold Edition, which is also really
awesome.
awesome. Dust in Elysian Tale.
Real awesome.
Also really awesome. Surgeon Simulator 2013. It's alright. It's pretty cool.
alright.
It's pretty cool.
You can use a hammer on someone's ribcage.
It's a goofy thing to play around
right.
with. And the final choice is Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine, which is a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
More fun with friends, though.
Yes.
So 5 great choices: Deus Ex Human Revolution, Guacamelee, Dust in Elysian Tale, Surgeon Simulator 2013, and Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine. So 5 games, and basically the first winner will get to pick any of those 5. They're all for Steam, not anything else.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, they have DRM, guys.
The unfortunate thing about this is if you're 5th place, you don't get a choice. You only get what's left, and if you already own that game, sorry, we don't have it. I mean,
You can always gift it to someone.
yeah, you can always give it to someone else. We'll just give you the serial key, so you can give it to someone else.
Yeah.
But just send an email, podcast@outofcontinues.com, subject line podcast giveaway, and write Amigo please.
Amigo, please.
Amigo please, and that's all you gotta do.
Yep.
That's it.
Friend, please. Amigo, please.
So that's it. Listener feedback, we don't have any this week. If you want any of your questions asked on the show, or if you have a topic that you'd like to suggest for us to talk about, write into podcast@outofcontinues.com. Shout outs real quick. I want to give a shout out to Anwar Eaton, who is an awesome sound dude at school.
Sound dude.
Audio technician.
Sound dude.
Sound dude. It's better than audio technician, man. You're a sound dude.
He's just walking sound waves.
Yes. And he was pretty much helping. He was helping with tech support as we're getting this set up working.
But I figured most of it out.
You're on the show. Come on now. I gotta give credit to people who aren't on the show.
You did call him and interrupt his Portal playing.
Yeah, he was
game.
playing Portal.
So.
I want to give a shout out to Nathan Becker, also known as Ectogemia, ECTOGEMIA.
Awesome music in Staffa's game, by the way.
Yeah, he did the intro song, which won't be in the video. It won't be on the YouTube video, but the intro song is on the MP3.
Yeah.
Found at outofcontinues.com. He did the music for Beware the Bully.
Very catchy, man. I got that because I kept on beta tested for that game for you, and it was just stuck in my head. I was imagine jumping around and stuff like that.
It got stuck in my head too, but not for the same reason as you.
Yeah.
And I told that to Nathan. He was like, "Yeah, I completely understand that."
Yeah.
Because he.
Yep.
When I'm making the game, I keep hearing the song over and over.
Yeah.
When he's making the song, he keeps hearing it over and over too. So he's like, I completely understand that.
It's really good composition though.
But check him out, facebook.com/ectogemia or soundcloud.com/ectogemia.
Yep.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Return of Etheria: War of Realms. It is a massive multiplayer augmented reality game, so it's a MMAUG.
Yes.
No, ARG.
Yeah.
Yeah, MMARG. And it will be at Indie PopCon, playable, 500 players, something like that. It's going to be a really awesome game. Uses a 90-inch touchscreen table for the the board where you move your characters around. And you get tons of quests that you go around the convention and do the quests. So it's like an MMORPG but in real life. And I was the lead game designer for the game. Pretty awesome game. If it works, we're still getting
hammering it out.
Yeah. We're gonna do a playtest on Monday. See if
I should probably do that.
Yeah, we're gonna see if the table works by then. if the table does not work, then we're gonna we're gonna double down on our work and basically make the game work without the table.
Sounds like a fail-safe plan. Oh God.
Yeah, but it's gonna be awesome. Check it out. One of the quests will be to come to my booth and play Beware the Bully. So you kill two birds with one stone.
There you go. Yeah.
You're playing 2 games in one game.
Yes, you are playing a game within a game.
Gameception. So, do you have any plugs or shout-outs?
Nope.
Shout out to Adam
Yeah.
because
shout
he
out
texted me
properly.
a couple times.
Oh, shout out to Adam for properly dealing with people bugging him about keys.
Shout out to James for the 2-hour-long Magic the Gathering game. And I don't know. That's all the shout-outs I got.
Yeah. No.
No.
I don't know.
Graduation's tomorrow. My graduation ceremony.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a man.
That's good to know. Thanks for the update, Staffa.
I'm gonna be a real man.
You can join us once again at www.istaffamanYet.com.
That's not a website.
It's not
If you enjoy what you've been hearing, support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review. You can contact by email. That's podcast@africannews.com. You can also get all of those on the website, which is www.africannews.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, give this a thumbs up, a like. Leave a comment if you want. Favorite it? I don't really expect you to favorite it, but if you want to, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm not stopping you. But subscribe. Definitely subscribe.
do it.
Yeah. Or if you got the Twitters, you can tweet me. I am at Sayed Staffa. That's SAYEDSTAFA. I'm getting back into the groove of using Twitter more because I stopped using it for like a couple months because of capstones and working really hard. But yeah, Twitters.
Yeah, you could tweet to me at Phosphor112. That is PHOSPHOR112. So yeah, you can get me, hit me up there. I've been using it daily, so do it.
I'd like to thank my guest host for joining me today, Ali.
You're welcome, I guess. Yeah.
And with that said, I'm your host, Staffa. Peace out, everybody.
Beast out.
And with that said, don't play games like my brother.
Don't play games like my brother.
Oh boy. And stop audio.
Stop.
Stop.
it. Stop. Oh.
And stop video.